Welcome back to the JSFL. We are here in week 10 now. 3 weeks away from those playoffs. And we got the Huston Enforcers trying to claw themselves the way in the playoffs at 5-4 against the 7-2 Kansas City win without their star halfback, Willie Rogers. He was in the number 7 MVP this week, but is not present for this game on the sidelines. And we'll see what the offense can do without him. Big part of that offense gone away now. Houston on a 4-game win streak, hoping to keep it alive and get 5 here now. The defense has been playing out, and the offense has been doing its part to keep them in there. So the Enforcer train is going to try to keep going on tonight, but they have a bigger challenge than what they've seen in the past few weeks in Kansas City. Without a big part, we'll see what they can do. And we are ready to get this thing away here in Kansas City. She will come out victorious today. I think if Houston doesn't get this win here, playoffs are out of the picture for them, but they're going to try to keep going. Kansas City fired up for tonight, and so is the rest of the league. Here to get Week 10 started, and the kick is away. Kansas City will start, as this one is returned out to the 20-yard line. So now we get to see Joey Parker and this offense for the Kansas City win. Joey Parker, 174 completions, 260 attempts, 2,022 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 6 interceptions. Not a MVP race kind of caliber, kind of quarterback, but he's got it done, getting 7 wins and only 2 losses. Has had to rely a little bit on the run game, but he's had his moments. First and 10 now for the win. Parker hands this one off. It's Eugene Green, who they have to have at the number 1 spot. Now we get to see this offense without Rogers. O-line is great as always. We don't give it enough recognition. But the keys to today are going to be Eric Fitzgerald and Tracy Davis and Kurt Hammond, the wide receivers and the tight end. You can focus on the back game, but I think what Houston's been looking for and scheming this week is the pass game. So they know what might be coming their way, but that was a run on first down. Only got a yard though. 2nd and 9 now here. Here's Parker. Parker throwing on 2nd down. Gets it out. And that one is get to the 30. That's Eric Fitzgerald. 9 yards and a first. First and 10. Here's Eugene Green, and he goes nowhere. Now we can see this Houston defense on the line. They have the most sacks, so that pressure is definite for the Houston team. Linebackers on Clemens, he can keep that core in tight, but it is a little shaky. And then that secondary, one of the highlights of the defense. But one thing Houston's not good at is turnovers. They're the worst at turnovers in the league, only having 3 on the season. So maybe a little bit tonight would help them. Second and 10 now for the win. Parker looking to throw. This one's caught. Gets it to the 35, and that's 2 for 2 to start out the drive. Houston's defense is 8th in the league, and the offense for the win is 7th. I forgot to mention that. 3rd and 5 now for the Kansas City win. Big play here. What can they do? Parker, looking to throw. This one out of bounds to no one. I don't even see a person on the sideline. And this is 4th and 5. Parker just threw that one away and incomplete. Oh no, there was a person, but way out of bounds. So, looking like the first drive from Kansas City is a dud as the Houston defense does what they do best, and that's going to stop. Punt team comes on, and it is away. As we can see, Houston's first drive now as that one bounces out after 2. And now we can see Carl White in his debut in Week 10. Well, not debut. His Week 10 entrance. Here in a second. Carl White comes out now with the offense. Carl White has 191 completions, 294 attempts, 2,099 yards, 8 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions. So yes, he does have more interceptions than touchdowns. He had a terrible 303 interceptions and only 1 touchdown last week. But they got the job done still. So, I mean, Alfred Norris had a good game. Definitely not a good quarterback. Well, not the best quarterback, but he's been trying out there. Carl White on 1st and 10. Don't want to get safety. Throws this one away and gets it to the 5. So a little bit of spacing maneuver now as he throws it out to the big guy, getting him 3 yards. Pete Payne, backup tight end, to get that one. Torres, the veteran, with the tackle there. 2nd and 7 now for the Enforcers. This one will run up the middle of Norris. Getting nowhere as he pushed back a yard. And it's 3rd and 8. You don't want to be pinned this far back. You definitely want to get this ball out of your green zone, which is between your 20. I guess. I don't really use that term that much, but I did there. So we have a 3rd and 8 big play now needs to happen by the Houston offense. What can they do here on 3rd and 8? 3rd and 8 now. White gets it off. Hand off Alfred Norris. He cannot get there. Don't know what they're thinking there on 3rd and 8. But it's 4th and 3 now as Kansas City gets a stop. Walter Hill helping out on the tackle there. Credit him the tackle. It was him and Carlos Young, I think. I don't know what Houston was thinking there, but punt team's on now for them, so Kansas City probably can get some good field position out of this. And the punt is away. Kansas City was going to take it at the 31, see what the return is. Getting it up to the 43. It's a great field position for the win. It's like they almost never punted. Now they get the ball back. Here comes out the Kansas City offense once again. They got somewhat of a drive going last time, but ultimately it didn't go that far. First and 10 now for the Kansas City win. Parker looking to throw. Gets this one off, and he gets it to the 47. 2nd and 6 now for the Kansas City win. Second and 6. Let's see what they do here. Parker looking to throw. Pressure. Throwing it. That's batted down. What a play by Houston. 4 people are about to sack Parker, and 1 person batted down. So what great effort, team effort there by the Enforcers. Defense does not mess around. Let's see if they mess around here on 3rd and 6. Parker Looking like they're throwing a blitz at him, and he incompletes the pass. And that's 4th and 6. So we'll go 3 and out here now for both teams in a row. Trying to find what looks that was like Tracy Davis, but incomplete, and now it's 4th down. Punt team on again. We've seen 3 punt teams already. And the punt is away. This one going to go out to the 10. They said it was going to be a defensive game, and so far they haven't lied. The absence of Roger that takes a divot on the offense of Kansas City. First and 10 now for the Huston Enforcers. This one, Alfred Norris running up. He has a seam and he breaks it for 10, 11 yards. 3 rushes, 14 yards for Norris, since that was a great run. He's going to be having 2 other halfbacks join him. Well, no, 1 more halfback join him from Cleveland and the Pirates next year. And Ted Evans will head down to Houston to be a enforcer next year. Because they signed him in free agency. They'll get him in year 2. First and 10. This one, Norris. Gets it to the 25. You can only imagine how good this offense is going to be next year with Warren Jones leading as quarterback and Ted Evans coming on running back. You got you got Eric Prostit for the defense. It's going to be great. It's got Ian Hoover even coming as a 3rd string. But 2nd and 6. Now this one, Norris again. Getting to the 29 now. 5 rushes, 22 yards. He's using the run game on this drive quite a bit. 3rd and 2. Can the Kansas City wind stand strong here? Third and 2 for the win. For the Enforcers. This one, Howard Morgan. He gets out of it. Still, he's alive, and he gets into the 36. First down on a run of 7 for Howard Morgan. That power back, he's really great to that running what Alfred Norris can't do. Just a powerhouse on the field. He was going to go into free agency, but ultimately Houston signed him back. A lot of people had some bids on that guy, but Houston got him back in the end. After looking on how many people signed, he's got to be happy he's still in Houston. Oh, someone jumped on the O-line. Or maybe the D-line. Yes, it was the O-line. False start. As now it is 1st and 15. First and 15 now. A little more task for the Enforcers. This one, going to use Norris, since maybe he has a little bit of not much stamina left in him after the constant use of him. As it's still 2nd and 15, goes nowhere on that play. They might have to use Carl White, not going to lie. 2nd and 15 now. White, looking for the screen. They got Norris. Norris, bringing a 1st down. What a play. Gets it up to the 49. Good play calling by Houston, and that's a 1st down. Thought they were going pass. Hit him with the screen, and what a pickup by Norris. And great blocking by the O-line. Hits it up for a 1st down. Now they got another set of downs. Because that was Andy Standover to get the final tackle. First and 10 now. It's White. They're going to throw this one. Got up the middle. Hits it out to the 32. 3 for 3, 41 yards for White to start this game. And that one is Bobby Murphy getting his first catch of the day for 18 yards. Carlos Young going to be on Bobby Murphy tonight. Young saying to have the advantage on Murphy, but Murphy, you know him, being crafty as always. Before this game, Murphy had 33 catches, 456 yards, and a touchdown. So he's had a decent season. Seven rush, 3 pass. It's been a pretty rushing offense for Houston as usual, but let's see what they do on first and 10. This time, thrown in, caught to the 21 on the edge of the red zone here, almost in. That one was Von Peters, and went the first string for Cleveland. I mean, for Houston, my bad. Hard to believe that everything for next season will be different with this defense. Only the safeties stay. This one, Norris, trucking up the middle up to the 16. Second and 5 now. Yeah, everybody besides the safeties are leaving next year for Kansas City, so all this defense is going to be new and fresh. Besides, Hollis Dugan know what he wanted him, so he said staying. And Walter Hill know what he wanted him, so he's staying. Second and 5. Now this one's White. White looking to the outside, hits the receiver to the 14. Third and 3 now for the Houston offense. Can they convert again? They converted their first couple times on third down. Now will they convert on this third down on this drive? Big play here for this offense and this defense. White, third and 3. Looking for his back, and it's caught. First and 10 now for the Houston offense again. Alfred Norris, 2 catches, 24 yards. Walter Hill with the tackle. And we got a first and 10 at the edge. Pretty much first and goal, but not technically. Here's Norris. Looking for some more yards and gets it to the 6. And that is the end of our first quarter. Nothing on the scoreboard yet, but Houston's getting close to that end zone. Can Kansas City stop them? We'll have to see pretty soon here. At the 6-yard line, second and 5. We'll see what this offense can do, and if this defense can stop the run game. Howard Morgan might be utilized here in the red zone. And then kind of a heavy run kind of looking play. Up the middle, this one's Norris, and he goes nowhere. Losing a yard, and it's 3rd and 6. That one was a great play by this Kansas City D. Houston's offense on the season. Let's see that, because they haven't shown the offense or the defense yet. So offensively, Houston is ranked 8th, just like the defense. And the defense for the win is 11th. So not really good. I don't know why though. 36. Carl White. The throw maybe. No! Fumbled! But the tight end picks it up. And he gets it to the 9. William Torres forced the fumble there, but I think he forced the fumble. Oh, that was Mel Dexter. William Torres was trying to get through on Mel Dexter, and eventually did. Forced fumble on Carl White. Mel Dexter picked it up, shed a tackle, and he gets it out to the 9. So that's how the play went. But yes, Torres did force the fumble. But it didn't help because Houston picked it right back up. but it is forcing a 4th and 9. So, good play there by Kansas City, and you gotta be sad that this talent of William Torres, the veteran, is going to Detroit, so that's going to really help out their linebacking core. Already with the best linebacker statistically in the league, David Medina. And the field goal is up, and it's good, and Houston gets our first points on the day. Yeah, not many people talk about David Medina, but that game he had last week, the 2 touchdowns, oh boy. That's why he's there. Right behind, right in front of William Torres and all those other linebackers. And the kickoff is away here as they take it out of the end zone and get this one to the 25. Been the same as a Neal, but they decided to take it out. That was Tommy Wagner. Thomas Wagner, my bad. So we start off at 1st and 10, and now for the Kansas City win, see if their offense can do anything. Maybe got inspired by Houston, but they can't do. Again, their run game, not that great because their backups here and their starter is injured until week 12, so they have to deal with this not for 1 but for 2 games. Joey Parker on 1st and 10. Oh, almost intercepted. He couldn't make the play, but he does bat it down. That would have been Parker's 7th interception on the season. Second and 10. Parker hands it off to Green, and he's stuffed in the backfield. 3 rushes, -2 yards for Eugene Green, and they cannot get this run game going, especially when you have such a great team on that D-line like Houston's. Great play there by Newton Fitch. In my opinion, the 2nd best edge rusher in the league. First goes to, obviously Roland Lennis, because he sacks. He can do anything on that D-line. He's incredible. So now we got 3rd and 13 for Kansas City. Let's see what they do here. This one, Parker. We're going to throw. Pocket's collapsing. He goes down. Couldn't get the ball up, and that's Mickey Keel, the 2nd string DT. Known as the weaker part of the D-line, but he gets in there for the sack. Line was collapsing. Parker actually got out of the pocket, but Mickey Keel didn't stop him from getting his sack. Great play, pass coverage by Houston because Parker couldn't find anywhere to throw. Now it's 4th and 22 as another 3-and-out put together by this Houston defense. Kansas City can't keep going on their offense, and now they have to punt again. Had a low-scoring game against the Waves' great defense, so they've been playing a couple great defenses this past few weeks. Last week they played Miami. 2 weeks ago they played the Earthquake. So yeah, another great defense. And then at week 7 they played the Power and a pretty good defense. 6 they played the Wave. Yeah, so that they've been playing defense after defense. In week 5 they played the Musicians. So not one of the best defenses. Alright, so they've been playing great defenses since week 7. So it's been a toll on this offense to try to get points. Carl White throwing, looking here. Gets it. The wide receiver screen works. He gets some room, and he gets to the 49. Carl White, 7 for 7, 71 yards, has not missed a single pass yet. Vaughn Peters, 3 receptions, 26 yards. First and 10 now for Houston. At the 49. White looking to throw. Dot right up the middle. That one gets to the 48 for it now. That one's Rudy Brook, the tight end that wanted to leave, also in free agency. But no one wanted him, so he stays in Houston. First and 10 now for the Enforcers. Going up the middle, and only a yard for Norris on that one. He was going early and getting a lot of yards, but he's kind of been slower on these last few plays. On the last 5 to 7 plays, I think he hasn't even got a rush over 5 yards. So Kansas City's been letting him get some yards, but not much. Second and 10 now from the Enforcers. A pitch to Norris. Let's see if we can break this one open. Jukes up to the middle and gets this one to the 34. So that's 5 yards. Again, didn't do too bad on the run, but it's good running by out for Norris. He's more of an outside kind of runner, but he can do inside, but that's more of Howard Morgan's forte. 12 rush, 8 pass, so still sticking to that rush offense for Houston. Third and 4. This one's White. Looking for the screen. This one worked great last time. He just runs straight out of bounds. Oh my gosh. What was Norris thinking there? And it's 4th and 10. I have no idea what Norris was thinking there. You only had to juke out one person. So now for a long field goal. This one. Over 50 yards. 56 it is, and it is short. Barely short, and the Kansas City offense now blessed field position. See if they can make a drive out of it. First and 10 now for the win. First and 10 now for Parker in the offense. This one, they give it to Green. Green spin off his own guy and gets it to the 49. So, evens out his yards. Now he has 4 rushes, 0 yards. But it's a pickup of 2. Second and 8 now for the win. Joe Parker. Oh, almost intercepted again. Now we have a 3rd and 8. To win with another 3rd down, and we'll see if they can actually convert this time. Houston's been getting 3rd and 3 and outs this whole time, and they keep it up. 3rd and 8, Parker looking to throw. Throwing this one that's caught by the Eugene Green, and he is stopped short again. 4th and 6 is still this Kansas City offense cannot get moving. So Houston with another 3 and out, and their offense will have another chance to get some points on the board. So even with the good field possession, Kansas City can't capitalize as it's another 3 and out. And this ball will go out at the 15. So Houston's going to have to work for any kind of points on this drive. Now first and 10 for Houston. What to do here? This one, Norris. Chugging himself up to the 20th, so that's another 5-yard line. Second and 5 now for the Enforcers. See what they do here. Here's White. Gonna throw. This one's caught. Up to the 30. 10 for 10. 86 yards for White. What a first half it's been. Hasn't been great, but when he's called upon, he has delivered. Not a single time he's missed yet. This one's White again. Throwing that one, it's caught up to the 39 now. Almost to 100 yards now for Carl White. Second and 1 now for the Enforcers. Hands it off to Norris. Norris breaking free for the first time in a while. And he gets it to the 48. Norris over to 50 yards now. He's 55. Finally, they get the run game to breaking free again. Against he was holding him under 5 yards for quite some time. And there he finally gets a break. First and 10 now for the Huston Enforcers. White looking to throw. This one is caught by the big tight end, but only no yards on that play. It's back yard, actually. Pete Payne catches 2 yards. Second 11 now for the Enforcers. Let's see what they do here. This is White handing off to Norris, and he's stopped. Out of time, this defense paid the back on Alfred Norris, and that one, Erwin Badger stuffing it up. He's going to Minneapolis next season, hoping to help their aging D-line. 2-minute warning now in the first half. Houston up 3-0 on the Kansas City win. As we knew this would be defensive, but this defensive. Third and 12 now for the Enforcers. Carl White on third and 12. Throwing his first incompletion of the day. Fourth and 12 now as Enforcers are out. Now 4th and 12, the punt team. The punt is away, and it gets out to the 3-yard line. So great punt there by Cleveland, and hoping to get another 3 out here on the Kansas City win. Now we're on 1st and 10 to 3. Kansas City needs to get out of this hole, and they're going to call it on Eugene Green, and he gets only a yard. So he's 1 yard now today, finally getting to the positives. They're going to 9 now for the Kansas City win. This one's Eugene Green bouncing it to the outside as he gets this one to the 9. A little more life out of Eugene Green than what we've seen so far in this half. Third and 4 now. Big down here for Kansas City. Can they finally get a first down? I don't think they got first down this quarter. Parker looking to throw. This one, did he get it? 4th and inches. No. Are they going to go for this one? I don't think I would, but they might. It is under review. Did he get the first down? You can't have a really good view right here, but look right there. No, definitely short, I think. I don't know. I can't tell if that was a behind shot or an after shot. Oh, 4th and 4 wasn't even in bounds. That's what they're talking. So 4th and 4, and I think that I gotta punt it. Maybe guys can get a better offense after half. Now the punt is away, and they will get this at the take it in at the 35, and he'll get it into the 46. Now you can see Houston with only 51 seconds left to go in the half. See what Houston could do on this offensive drive. Now 1st and 10 for Houston. White looking to throw. Gets this one up. Shakes a tackle. Jukes and gets it to the 41. So great play there by... Who was that? Can't see who that was. That was... number 20. That was Bobby Murphy. What a play that was by Mr. Murphy. Tucking out Hill and could have... Great Tucker. That one could have maybe gone. 45 seconds left to go in the half. Houston at least want a field goal out of this drive. Go up by 6.5 or maybe even 10. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, and he gets it out to the 39. That's not probably the best play suggestion for Carl White. Second and 7 now for the Enforcers. Carl White looking to throw. Another bad play. Why? Using 2 timeouts. I would try to go for the end zone. You have the time. Jeez. I guess they're trying to get closer and closer in the field goal range, but I don't know if that's the right play I would do. Have some faith in your have some faith in your offense, coach. In the last 2 plays, they've had to use 2 timeouts and only got 5 yards. Now on 3rd and 5, what do? Look at the throw here. Alfred Norris gets it to the 20. 16 for 17. Carl White, amazing accuracy this half. And they use their 3rd and final timeout. Now for a field goal attempt with 16 seconds left to go. The kick is up, and it is good. I feel like they could have got 7 points out of that drive, but they're just doing dumb passes and had to use 2 timeouts. The field goal is what it gets, and now it is 6-0. Now they get it out to the 30. As for the third quarter, Madden will actually be taking over for me for a bit. First and 10. Throwing it out, and it gets it to 39. Second and inches now. Parker looking to throw. Throwing this one up. And that is incomplete, and this half is over.
It's time to the chamber.
Hold on now, just 1 second. How did there was no kickoff? There's no kickoff, but oh well, I guess. So, yeah. All right, Madden's taking over now.
Run a few different plays, stay with the overall essence of the running game. Back to him on first down. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. A guy like him, you and I both know, just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well. Looking to throw. That's the key. He gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. They're going to blitz. Likely going to leave you man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal. It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, it'll be 2nd down. They struggled to get him on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter. But I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep hitting the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. 2nd and 10. He fires one incomplete. We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10. I would expect to see some pressure here. Let's go, Pete. Let's go. The blitz does come. First down, this is going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out not a bad idea. Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike, so I'm wondering if he'll be able to note that, and next time he's going to bring that pressure. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. They'll set up the throw. It's incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. A lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation. That means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them. And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll run on the ball. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to about the 19. Pick up with 7. It'll be 4th down. Most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays. So on 4th down, on comes the Buccaneer kicker, Matt Gay. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. 6-3. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer. Yeah, there's still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory. Hunter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. He'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter. I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half. See if they do just that. They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Let's talk about football 1-on-1 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield is success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 It's second and 8 and 9. Second and 4. It's incomplete. Defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game. Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now? Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it. Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very quickly. Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you, with your IQ, you can pull that off. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a game of 10. The Browns are going to get a first down. They came together there in breaking route. Moving with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. Into the ground just shy of midfield. Good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup. And that's the big fellow's MO right there. Let's keep the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10. Now run it on the toss. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. They can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think? And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's first and 10, down at the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4. That's a strong pickup right there at first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will. 6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. And then out of the gun. He's taking that right around the 26. You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him. Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Time to the tailback. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Anytime you go inside running, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up. Here's Seibert for the Browns field goal. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead. He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes. after the main field goal. Seibert back out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. To the 23. So out come the Bucks now. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there in the first down.
When I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
It's the 37 on 1st and 10. Goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew it. He was on his back.
That just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And he'll give it here to his running back. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long. 3rd and 15 to be exact.
I think a major focus at halftime means had to be figured out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half. Seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying under double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try to trick someone at the second level.
Escape, and he goes down.
And that's his second sack in the game. But this player, disruptive in all phases. Going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. That's going to come on to kick for the 6th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a pass. He gets us away. He's going to do it. After this break, you're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone likes a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Still a one possession game. This one not fully over yet. There defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, just trying to get to the quarterback. Trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up holes so they can run the football.
To start out, here's second and 11. Time to the tailback. Fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further.
That's one of the areas you like to blitz even on rundowns. Uses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Browns on third down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. It's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. To surrender the football when you're nursing a slight lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Jamie Gillendow as he's on the punt for Cleveland. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
You get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. That punt, absolutely ideal. They put them inside the 5-yard line and give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now, heading back out onto the field. These guys had a punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
You know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. You might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Run it now, out of the gun. And it'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And a schedule now after that run, they might be bold with the second down call after that type of a game.
To throw. Set up the screen. It's complete. Pick up 18 yards. Buccaneer first.
We can talk all we want about being a game of strength and run. It's also a game of mismatches. And they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back end of the backfield to make a bigger play.
This week, they get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
If he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
But this one winds up to be incomplete.
These days, the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find it.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Incomplete.
That open man that time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it. Don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired it. The Bucs on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. It's a short one here. To the tight end. Just get back to the line of scrimmage. If that's with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held.
And I am back. So on 4th and 10, the punt team for Kansas City is out, and they kick it away. It's only two field goals when that's gone. Oh, Shannon got some tackles to the 33. Forcers up by 6 and hoping to maybe stretch that lead to more than a touchdown. Field goal or maybe even a touchdown on this drive. Still 7 minutes left of game time, so plenty of time for either team to take the lead or make the lead more. Let's see what happens here on this drive. See if one of those things will maybe come true. First and 10 now. Here comes Norse. First down to the 46. That rush brings him over 100 yards on the game. 21 rushes, 101 yards for Alfred Norris. Sean Martinez with the tackle. First and 10. Here's White. Oh, and that one's caught. Bobby Murphy to the 49, and now they're on the Kansas City side of the field. 2nd and 5 now. Bobby Murphy, 3 catches, 36 yards. Second and 5 now for the Enforcers. Let's see what they do here on 2nd down. White looking to throw this one. That's Bobby Murphy again. 20 for 22. Only missed one pass each half. And Alfred Norris running it to the 40 as that's a 3-yard pickup, and now it's 2nd and 7. There's Norris. Going to the 36 as he picks up 4 this time. Third and 3 now. Big down here for both sides. Carl White looking to throw this one that's caught. Shaking a little bit, but he gets it in there at the 30 now. In field goal range now for the Enforcers as Jay Haynes with the 2nd catch. Now, 2 catches, 15 yards on the day for Haynes, the slot receiver.
Go!
4 minutes left to go in the 4th quarter. Houston trying to run out the clock maybe now? No, White looking to throw again. White gets this one out, and he gets it to the 28, 2 yards. That one was Norris with the catch. 7 catches, 41 yards, as he's been a little bit of a pass threat today. Carlos Young with the tackle.
Ready.
Now Norris on 2nd and 8. Running, getting into the red zone at the 13. 122 yards on the day for Norris as he is not stopping for no one.
Ready? 60 out there.
1st and 10 now. This one. Howard Morgan pushing the pile to the 10. 4 rushes, 21 yards for Morgan. He's had some nice after contact yards. Now 2nd and 6. We're going to get the 2-minute warning, I think. And the 2-minute warning is upon us. 9-3, the Huston Enforcers trying to finish this game off with another score, and I'll put this one probably in the books. Second and 6. This one picked off, but the Kansas City win. The pick they needed. What a play by this Kansas City defense. And the game is not out of their grasp. They need a 2-minute drill. But what a play. And Kansas City's got the ball. Looking for Von Peters. But Carl White throws his 12th interception of the season. Now Houston's got to do what they've done all day and all season. Get a stop. I don't know how that happened, but... First and 10. Throwing. This one is caught, and it gets to the 10. He didn't get out of bounds. Clock's still running. Kurt Hammond, 2 receptions, 2 yards. That is not a normal day for this stud of tight end. Second and 8. They're going to throw this one up in the air, and that's caught. 20 yards and a first. That one, Eric Fitzgerald. They need to hurry to this line. 2 catches, 29 yards for Eric Fitzgerald. His number 1 receiver's been nicely covered by Elijah Shackelford today. I mean, my bad, it's been DeAndre Shoemaker. This throw up to the 39, and they need some deeper plays probably. Oh. 57. No, I mean at the 39, they have 50 seconds left to go in the end of regulation, so they need a touchdown, tie it up, an extra point to take the lead. They need to go quick. Still got all 3 timeouts, so who knows when they're going to use those. They're not hurrying to this line. What are they doing? They use the timeout. What? How stupid are these teams, I swear. 31 seconds left to go. Kansas City takes a timeout. Second and inches. Throwing. This one caught, and he gets out of bounds. And play there by Kansas City. That one, Kurt Hammond. He had his 4th catch and 24 yards. He's had more catches and yards on this drive than he has on the whole day. Only 6 seconds left to go. 2 timeouts. Kansas City needs some plays. Parker looking to throw. Gets this one off, and he gets it to the 38. If they could have played like this whole day, maybe they'd not even be in this situation. Tracy Davis there to catch, and John Reed, the free safety, making his first full tackle of the day. "13 rush, 27 passes, and heavy pass offense like we expected. Second inches, 20 seconds left to go, one timeout. Parker looking to throw, needs to get out of bounds, and he doesn't. And they forced to use their final timeout with 16 seconds left. They need deep shots. There's no play for another timeout, so it cannot be in bounds. It has to be out of bounds or it has to be a touchdown. Field goal won't tie it or take them to lead. They need a touchdown. Houston go 6-4, or will Kansas City go 8-2? Let's see here in these next 16 seconds. Parker, 1st and 10. Oh, he's sacked, and that's probably the game. Marcus Bender to close this one, as that's Houston's 4th sack of the night. Parker just couldn't hang on, and that's our game. Kansas City goes 7-3 now as the Houston train keeps going, and it's five straight wins, so they are 6-4. Watch out, playoffs. Houston train is coming to town. They keep their train keep going. Next week we'll have to find out. But what a game that was today. Low scoring. Not even a touchdown. 4 field goals in all today. And what a game it was here in Kansas City. If you're a defensive person, what a game it was for you to watch. If you're an offensive person, you're probably turning off the channel 20 minutes ago. Well, that's it here for Kansas City. Houston keeps their win streak going, and Kansas City without Willie Rogers kind of seeing them collapse. But we'll see you guys on Sunday at 1 p.m. for the Miami Wave at 1-8 to go to the 1-8 other team. New York Businessmen probably seeing if who doesn't go to the playoffs and who can possibly go to the playoffs, and who will be that relocation team for next year. But I'm Joshua Hexel, your commentator, and I'll see you guys at that game in New York.